I have been thinking so much about minimalism, and I've been thinking about how to get better at it, how to let go of things, what's going on with why I have a hard time letting things go, or why I'm holding on to things instead of, I guess, because, like let's say there's this knife, I don't like it, but I like it. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. And but then I have other knives that do the job just fine, but for some reason I can't let it go because I like knives, and this one does this, and it's a little bit dressy or whatever. It's the ProTech Malibu Warncliffe, but it's like I don't really know what to make of all of these things half the time, and when I think about letting go, I get really frustrated, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me just get back to my life, and I start working on my life, and I turn around and it's like nighttime, and I'm like, haven't done anything, and I keep thinking about like, what the hell's going on? So I kind of think a lot of times in my life I'm not getting productive because I'm over-consuming or overdoing things, overeating, getting fat, and all these things. And I've talked about excess and getting too much in other episodes or videos, I guess you call it. But it's like I have this new idea of having hard limits. My girlfriend and I were joking about like hard limits, and I never heard that term before, but it's like a thing people use for like crazy kinky sex stuff, right? So I was thinking making hard limits on my input of entertainment and things that are less productive. So I'm gonna have hard limits as far as something. A good example would be, something like I can watch 5 YouTube videos in a day. So just pick 5, download them maybe. Nah, I probably won't download them unless I paid for this thing, but so 5 YouTube videos and something like 2 meals or 1 meal. Actually, I got to switch back to 1 meal. And all of these things, and then the reason for that isn't just to limit the input or intake, it's to kind of create space for things that I already want to do. So one of the things, like, I'd have to list out and be like, okay, ebook, new presets, new this, wallpapers, all these things that I want to make for everybody, and have answers for people. Now it gets taken away by watching YouTube or doing whatever, making it. I need to do these things. So hard limits, so it opens up space, so I get bored, and then once that boredom kicks in, then I know I'm ready to do something. I'll have the motivation to make that thing. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then as far as
I would love to
let's
stay
see.
in, but I have to go open token.
I guess that's kind of all I had to say about that. But
Yeah.
for the most part, it just comes down to making limits so that you end up having more time for that other thing. But you have to prep it so you know how hard those limits can be. And yeah, that's it. All right. Cheers.